Alright, welcome to Patch Day, though. Um, so we're gonna do things different. I'm not rushing this. We're gonna do story first, of course, but after an hour of doing stuff, I'm gonna, take a break, cause I gotta do cleaning and stuff. I gotta, yeah. And, yeah. I don't know how much stuff we're gonna do today. That's the thing. It could just be the story, it could just be, um, and such, but I am taking breaks from this every hour because I need to get stuff done around my apartment. You're heading to the back room? And of course, later on today, we will be playing MS Saga's New Dawn. We're going to continue our retro achievement run of that. A Glimmer of the Past. Ah, Ronald, your timing could not have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we'd like to share. Excellent. We'll just wait for Lamity. She should arrive shortly. Ronald, glad to see you're here, too. And speak of the devil, let's catch each other up, shall we? Hey, I'll go first if nobody minds. I've been back to Toliana and spoke with Koana. I told him all about the records left behind by Grolja's mother, as well as Fiend's reappearance. We decided that I should remain in the dome until things settle down more. But while I'm Grolja's guardian, I'm also a foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandria's politics. That's all from me. Okay. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new scene. She has been making regular appearances before the people. Each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she's chosen to reveal herself now. On our end, we've confirmed that only those wearing regulators have had their knowledge of Queensfeed's death altered. Someone must have tampered with the devices to remove any and all memories of the event, though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator. Of in recent events, Fiend is the chief suspect. Many believe that the Queen of Reason is alive and well and remember her funeral as a memorial for those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this is proving confusing for those with more accurate recollections. We'll carry on with our investigation. I'll head to Earth and Sky now and coordinate with our people there. There's one other matter, the highlight of this gathering, you might say. We'd like you to meet a certain someone. By all means, who's this person? Where's this person now? In the break room. She is unwell, and Yostola and Alizé has been tending to her. They'll be able to explain things. I want to see how she's doing, so I'll come too. The break room is at the end of the hallway, through that door. We can go whenever you're ready. theme, isn't it? No.
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul. We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis. Ishtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with epoxy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Fiend was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
What? But how can that be possible?
Yeah.
The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died. Whatever do you mean? I am not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia? And who are you people? Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself. Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
Oh, she knows.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electrope casket designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis. Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down, that was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom, for 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
Got it. I didn't think it was the true one, but I thought it would be like I don't believe that you are lying, so please tell me everything that has happened. Everything. Very well. But let us do so with care. At least we caused you undue strain. Now, while I should like more of us to assist, it isn't practical to gather everyone, so I will summon Graha, Tia, and Corral for now. The story.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Yashtola and Alisei's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
Nah. Oh. Let's say Pistola is the motherly sort.
He's known those two for a long time. You can trust in his judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long.
No, it takes is a portsy full of ether.
So very long. I steeled myself, having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Great idea! There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes. That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
Maybe that's what needs to be done. You need to run into the other one.
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
We can go together.
Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wuklamot.
Thank you as well, Ronald, for your kindness. The Endless Fiend, you knew her, did you not? It may take time for both of us to come to terms with this situation, myself especially, but I recognize that I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. Memories of a guy gone. Before heading out, I should put on more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit among the items Shale has prepared for me, I believe. If you would wait outside, I should only need a moment. Alright, take your time.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Oh.
Oh, that really suits you.
Great.
I'm glad to hear that.
A moment before you head out. Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
I mean, you can just look at their clothes.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret.
I just realized the outfit she's wearing.
For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Fiend.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
I think that's the same. It's almost the same outfit Garnet wears. At least the hood part.
Good idea.
It kind of reminds me of.
Scanning port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
That lady wants to talk with Mama T. So while they're busy, I'll tell you about what we can see from here. Is there any place that interests you? There are so very many. I can't decide where to begin. Then why don't we let Ronald choose? The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pin. Oh. The Nexus Arcade, Government Sector, the Lane 9. What's going on here? The lady just came back from Tuliarlo. It was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey, and it's all thanks to everyone's hard work. There was once a railroad connecting Alexandria and neighboring Lindblom, but operations were suspended when relations deteriorated. Eventually, the tracks were removed entirely. To see that a railroad now connects us to our new neighbors is gratifying, especially considering that our history began with war with Alexandria, the aggressor. In continuing to strive for peace, Toyota's leaders have shown great magnanimity and can't help but be moved. The Nexus Arcade. There's a lot of different shops at the Nexus Arcade, selling everything you need. It's always full of people out doing their shopping. The Endless Fiend gave Rano and Namati a tour of the place. I remember watching them from a distance. The castle town I knew had a main thoroughfare that was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak with me about matters great and small. Just like that lady is doing now with Luc Lamont. If you attune to Lane 9, you can teleport back here at any time you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9. It makes it easy to get around. It's the mode of travel that utilizes ether currents, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes were sealed off to prevent enemy uses. And after the war, the etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous. We had to abandon the nodes altogether. Jeez. It's disheartening to see them available again for the use of one and all. Government sector. In the government sector, there's a counter where citizens can get matched to jobs. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation. I'm unsure how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones and the desire to escape the sorrow of death. Even so, I would never wish to forget my parents, Otis, Zelina. I want to remember them all. I am reluctant to impose my personal beliefs upon others, though. Sorry about that. I got carried away with the conversation. It's alright. Ronald and I told her about the places we could see from here. Really? That's great. Thank you. Why don't we stroll through the residential sector and stop at Mosaic? We can take a break there. Do I still have my plates? Yeah, I do actually. There we go. It's still repair. If I'm gonna be in Solution 9, I might as well wear the outfit, you know? I've been working for a while, so let's rest our feet, eh? Drinks are on me. 3 bottle. The 2 of you go ahead and order first. Can you not say Speen's Lane very loud?
So many different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Of course. I should warn you, though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well?
I want the coffee. Sweet cocoa with extra cream. Yo, that's probably what Ron would get.
I understand completely. The allure of something sweet can often be too strong to resist.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
Oh my god, it does look like a coffee. It does look like it looks like a Starbucks coffee. What the? Oh my god, the cups.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people. But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
It means you're free though.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now, we're going home.
Bye, not Queen Sphene.
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here. Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain.
want one of those cups.
Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
In search of meaning. Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Still, I feel better for having shared my thoughts with you. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm not being much of a guide. I don't usually get approached this often. It's quite alright. The people I've been through so much, it's natural for them to seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Ronald. I appreciate your understanding. Right then, where to next? We could take a look inside the Nexus arcade, but it couldn't probably wait for when we actually need something. In that case, let's head back to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see on True Valve. Avenue. He looks pale. We need to find a place for him to rest. Thank you. I was on my way to attend to some business when the memory of being killed here came flooding back. The danger is past, I know, but there lingers. For all the comfort I've offered others in my work, I can't seem to comfort myself. Try as I might, I can't shake this fear. My courage has completely deserted me. Thank you. I feel better already. Your encouragement is exactly what I needed. Where are my manners? My name is Malachite, and I am an usher. They're the ones who came to those without long to live, right? But given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed. That's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It is only after they have passed away in their family's care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility. Storage facility for what? Henceforth, we must inter the deceased. But as the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being. I didn't know. I heard there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Did you have usher duties? If so, we could help. I'm not actually here in an official capacity, so I'm loath to trouble you further, but since you asked, I shall explain why I have come. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else was strictly forbidden, but it saddened me to see them discarded like waste. So I began secreting away what I could. Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with these items. Some accept my deliveries, others reject them. Whether I'm doing the right thing, I cannot say. But I feel the family should be given the choice. Oh, they didn't have it before then. It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. Do you want to help too, Ronald? Deliveries happen to be my specialty. I'm truly grateful. Now, there are 4 items to be delivered here in the recreation zone. I leave them in your care. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make deliveries there. After you've finished, please meet me back here. I would like to know the family's reaction. You know, there's been people in Toriana who had similar episodes due to the drama of the siege. Would you mind if I went with Malachite? Just to keep an eye on him. Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be happy for the company. So there are 4 items in total to deliver. Right, 3 for the people on Truevow, and 1 from someone over by the Neon Stern Steen. Visit them in that order. Might I trouble you to do the talking, Ronald? I fear my voice may betray my identity. Either way, we'll be right behind you. Alright, hey, accompany me. Oh, here? The Arcadian. I don't even know if we're going to be doing that today, like I said. It comes down to how I feel after everything. Discuss. The way the buildings are all in a row remind me of the old castle town. Lively as it is here, I can see why Oblivion can live in. The people in Truth seem scary at first, but most of them are really kind. When I see someone passed out on the streets now, I worry that they'll be alright. Is there something you need? The Malachite sent you. He was very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I see why some would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I understand now I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. That's always been the case, but now I find myself wondering about this and that. Like, how much longer can I afford to muck around with my brothers? But I won't bore you with the ramblings. Thanks for bringing me the keepsake, and give my regards to Malachite. I found him up here. Oh, hello. Do I know you? So this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as to whether or not I'd accept it. I mean, it belonged to someone that died. Got me thinking about what we did in Tutoriala. I didn't even know we killed so many of their people. Not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Lamati. Well, Waklamot would never do that. She and everyone in Toliana know that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. Oh dear, I'm sorry, I didn't need to make you speak ill of your father. It's just, I can't stop worrying about death, and hearing that they're running out of neo-regulators makes it worse. I don't know what to do anymore. Live. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. So you can purchase beverages from this machine? That's wonderful. I've always believed that technology should be developed for the benefit of people. Genot's favorite energy tonic is a special formula, not like the one they sell here. I wanted to try one, but Shale wouldn't let me. Yeah, so apparently the pictures are based off of the friendly monsters that you fight in FF9, or at least you have to give them items, and then they'll, once you do it to all of them, then like apparently a giant ram comes out of nowhere and such. What is it? If you're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. PC, thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping it might help me remember, but no such luck it seems. The owner is dead, and they'll never become one of those endless Queen's Fiend tells us about. It's a sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure I want to become endless myself. If they're made by putting your memories into a new body made of ether, doesn't that mean you yourself still have to die first? The thought of not having to worry about souls was appealing. So when I was happy to receive a neo-regulator, but I've only had doubts since then. The Queen's Fiend herself recommends it. I want to believe that all will be well, but sorry, I need to clear my head. That's everyone in Trueville. Let's go to Neon's team. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Are you talking to me? Yes, I'm talking to you, sir. I'll write this. I can't say it stars any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. You know, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Oh, of course, you're the unenhanced... Oh, the unenhanced challenger! No, champion! I can't stress how incredible it is. What you achieved without using fewer souls. It is a genuine honor to meet you, though not for the first time, I realize. Oh. It was at the infusion station in the government sector. It wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall. You're the Arcadian fighter who was desperate for souls. That's right, I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as we're meeting properly now, the name's Lithanator. I used to fight in the Arcanian, but not anymore. I took CNC's words to heart and found a new job, one where I can put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned. I've been assisting with their rehabilitation. It's not something I ever imagined myself doing, but here we are. Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. Encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents. A sturdy thing that survived the arena, and I need to take better care of it. I'm the only Blue Scout Papa goes besides my father. Lamati once told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it, but there are times when it hurts to think about the things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an endless, I would never throw away this body. But people would find it hard to do so, I imagine. Just the thought makes me uncomfortable about the whole becoming endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It was nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery. So you're saying people are actually thinking, like, oh, I don't think it would be good to become endless. Because we would have to give up who we currently are. And the body. A jewel shattered. I believe that takes care of the deliveries. Thank you for taking charge. I know. But what I've seen of her, it is plain the people held their queen in high regard. And the Simulant has exploited their love and admiration to win over so very many. Come, let us report to Malachi. He should be back at the north of the recreation zone. Yeah, so now we have Jog, which is activates after you use sprint out of combat. When sprint runs out, you do a jog, which is still movement speed. Thank you for your assistance. With this, every delivery I had planned for today is accounted for. The reactions I received were mixed. While some were glad, others decided they didn't want the item after all. How was your experience? Everyone except the islands, but they all felt differently about them. One person couldn't remember the keepsake's owner. Another couldn't stop worrying about their own death. I see, it's difficult indeed to predict how people may behave when confronted with reminders of loss. Of late, I've come to believe that we are each of us the sum of the moments we've shared with our loved ones. And when they've passed away, and we lost our memories of those people, we lost a part of ourselves. It's a thought that saddens me to no end. If our memories of the departed are no longer to be entrusted to the cloud, I wish that those already taken could be returned to us. Could you handle it, though? Well, my friend, I must resume my formal duties. Thanks again for your aid. Malachite speaks true. Our memories are what defines us. They form the path we walk to be where we are. My endless self, I expect, was much alike to me in the beginning. But I cannot become like her no more. Then she could become like me. But once our paths diverged, so too did our lives and experiences. That's true. Even if we start from the same place, we all have different journeys. At some point, things like our goals and our ways of thinking are bound to change. The endless fiend was one possibility. A version of myself who made choices I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact that I did, though. Huh? What's that? The simulant. What do we do? She was looking straight at us. If I didn't know better, I'd say she wanted us to follow her. I have a bad feeling about this, but we might not have another chance to figure out what she's up to. We're going after her, right? The simulate headed into the street over there. The neon stern is that way. Let's hurry. What's that box? I don't know, just follow the crowds of people that are about, I guess. Damn.
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Hey, are you all right?
So he didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
It'll take a lot more than that. A whole lot more.
About the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
I know that voice. You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping. The key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
No. No, I will not give it to you. No.
Is that so? What a shame. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
You're doing it again.
All is for the sake of his experiments. Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it. And sure enough, she did just that. I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry. Alas, we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Yes.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew.
Then we go.
And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you!
What is the objective of these experiments? What is this, a Hojo moment?
You're speaking to me. Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution.
Of course.
Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
You know him?
The young genius who had mastered electrope technology.
And now I guess he wants to be a god.
He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people.
There's a button there, right?
Calyx, you always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
No. No. Alright. Are you alright, Ronald? Forgive me. I was once able to use healing spells, but my long slumber appears to have sapped my magical reserves. It's frustrating to be so powerless, but perhaps I must accept my newfound limitations.